ladies and gentlemen and programmers, we're going to do Arduino Robotics Project 1A. All right, so let's do the discussion check-in first, kind of get a little bit of a preview of what we're doing. Make sure you know what you're doing a little bit before you get started. All right, so an Arduino is a little circuit board, and it's great for learning electronics and programming and robotics. So I want you to look up an Arduino project and something that interests you and tell me what you found. That's your first question for the discussion. So when I went to look, here's a couple things I found. Like there's like all kinds of little controllers and things you can do, all kinds of little robotics projects that people have done. And then here's something that's kind of interesting too. If you watch, Rover made a controllable bowling ball, and he used an Arduino in that. He uses it part as a controller. So engineers use it all the time for customized projects. All right. So let's keep going here. All right. So you're going to work in a group. So make sure you ask me, and I'll tell you how many people need to be in your group, min and max. The reason we're doing it is you're going to learn how to code in a different way. So we're going to learn with Java, and then we're going to learn on the Arduino. You're going to learn robotics and electronics. So coding, programming, robotics, electronics, all are good career paths if you're interested in those things. So that's why we're learning them. Okay. Okay. So here's a warning. If you're just winging this thing and not following my videos and instructions, you're going to get off track. There's 100 different ways to do this project. They're all different. There's all kinds of versions of it online. And if you also the book, there's like a little book that comes with this thing. If you follow the instructions on the book, you're going to do the wrong thing. I have a very specific thing I want you to do on it. So make sure you're following my videos and my instructions. Okay. So if you use the book the whole time or use the wrong version of the code, you're going to have to do the project over. So make sure you're looking at that. All right. So use the book to hook it up and to learn about the different electronic parts. And then use the videos for the most part to code. Make sure you take notes along the way. So let me show you an example of this. Okay, I'm just gonna jump ahead and show you something that we're gonna do later. Okay, so if you look at this, it says read and follow pages 2 through 5, skip 6 through 9 in the book. Okay, so what does that mean? Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you're gonna be going through the book on the computer. Okay. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. We're going to zoom in here. Okay, so if you look at, here's page 2. So you're gonna read page 2 and learn. You're gonna read page 3 and do what it says. Set up the breadboard if it's not already set up, right? And then you're gonna learn about the different parts of the Arduino, and then you're going to learn about how the breadboard works. That's kind of important. Otherwise, a lot of stuff you're going to do doesn't make sense. So you're going to read and do stuff. And then when you get to page 6, it's going to say, hey, download this, do that. I don't want you to do that. Okay, so make sure you got to kind of focus and pay attention, because if you download all this stuff, you're going to get the wrong version. You're going to get the wrong stuff. So my videos are going to tell you things like this. Okay, and then it's going to ask you questions, and you're going to hook it up, so on and so forth. But once you get to where the coding piece, definitely don't follow the coding from the book. That book will get you off track. I want you to do it from the videos. Okay, hopefully that makes some sense. Hopefully it gives you some beginning of sense, and it will make more sense along the way. Okay, so to get started, the first thing you're going to do is do an inventory and then do the things in order on Classroom. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So basically, you're going to go to Classroom, and I want you to kind of go do things in order. So the first thing on the list is the discussion check-in, which you're doing right now. And then you're going to take notes and do wait, no, that's not it. Then you're going to do the team box and the inventory. So you click on that next and follow along with that. Then you're going to do the project and the notes. This is all goofed up. I had this all in order. Now it's got itself goofed up. Okay, so then you're going to do, all right, so let's start that over. Okay, so you're going to do the discussion check-in. You're going to do the inventory on your team box. You're going to do the lesson 1A project and the lesson 1A notes. And then after you do 1A, you're going to go down to 1B project and notes, right? And then we'll keep going 1C, 1D, so on and so forth. But just do stuff in order on here. So let's jump back and let's take a look at the questions. So question number 1, what is an Arduino project that you found? What is an Arduino? And then number 3, why do you need to make sure that you're using the correct project and you're using the books and videos correctly? Oh, speaking of project, so just so you know, if you go to Classroom, and you go to 1A, and I view the assignment, here's the code. So I've got some of the code started for you. So download that and open up that. That's going to be what you're going to start with. Okay, so don't just do some random thing that they tell you in the book. This is the specific code you have to use. All right. So the question is, answer these questions for the discussion check-in, and then go on to the next assignment, which is going to be the inventory.